looks much more likely. John Moylan, BBC News.
The 800th anniversary of Magna Carta, a founding document of Western democracy, has been celebrated by the Queen and thousands of guests beside the River Thames in Surrey. It originated as a peace treaty between King John and his barons. He sealed it in 1215 at Runnymede, where today's ceremony took place. Magna Carta reined in the powers of the monarch, stating that they, like everyone else, were subject to the rule of law. It's widely recognised as the first charter protecting human rights and freedoms. Our royal correspondent, Nicholas Witchell, was at the ceremony and sent this report.
Not far from Windsor Castle, the centuries-old symbol of the monarch's power, is the place where that power was curbed and the concept of human rights began. It's Runnymede, where this document, Magna Carta, was sealed by King John 800 years ago. Within these sentences were the guarantees which shaped many of the laws and basic rights by which we live today. Members of the royal family were there to help celebrate the concessions forced out of an unpopular medieval predecessor. William quizzed schoolchildren about their history.
Have you learned lots about Magna Carta as well?
Yeah.
Has that been quite interesting?
I think it was Magna Carta.
And the Queen heard the Prime Minister say that Britain needed to regain control over human rights, a sideswipe perhaps at Europe.
Here in Britain, ironically the place where those ideas were first set out, the good name of human rights has sometimes become distorted and devalued. So it falls to us in this generation to restore the reputation of those rights and their critical underpinning of our legal system.
But of course it wasn't just this country which was influenced by Magna Carta. Its principles were embraced by the founding fathers of several other nations. It was the Magna Carta and its declaration about the rights of the individual which helped to shape the Constitution of the United States. It's a debt US leaders are aware of.
While the hands that wrote the Magna Carta have long been stilled, the principles they carved out of the struggles of their day, of the struggles of the human condition.
Magna Carta, the great charter which underpinned many of today's freedoms, sealed at Runnymede 800 years ago and whose enduring resonance was marked today. Nicholas Witchell, BBC News at Runnymede.
That's all from us. On Newsnight over on BBC Two, Kirsty Walk talks to former Australian Prime Minister Julia Gillard about migrants, the future of the left and sexism in politics. But now on BBC One, it's time for the news where you are. Bye-bye.